Vrabes is an incredible asset for us organizationally. He's an incredible asset for me. I don't know what he would be doing if he wasn't here. He cannot sit on a couch, so we're getting our money's worth, and he's in every drill, and he's doing great in the meetings. And I just like I've told him, he's an energy multiplier. It's fun having him around. He's a great influence for our young coaches. He can provide some really good mentorship to our young coaches, and obviously he provides great value to our coaching staff as well.
Kevin Stefanski, hey, now that you get that new contract, why don't you buy a shirt that fits? There's Mike Vrabel out. I'm just kidding, Kevin. I'm just kidding, folks. Mike Vrabel out there on the field doing his thing. You got to be very secure as a head coach to go along with the idea of having a personality, Mike Vrabel, on your staff.
Yeah.
Because that guy is a football coach, and that guy is an alpha.
Exactly.
And I'm surprised he wanted to do it. He's got to be comfortable in that setting, and Kevin Stefanski's got to be comfortable, and this is only going to make the Browns better, folks. Watch out. The Browns already were a playoff team, and now they've got Mike Vrabel in the mix. New contract for Stefanski, new contract for Andrew Berry, new job for Mike Vrabel. He's loving life, and watch out if you're playing the Browns this year.
It's actually it's an incredible asset. You got one of the best coaches in the NFL helping out your football team. And, yeah, one, Stefanski's got the confidence to go, wait, I'm the man here, and that's just the way it is. Two, Vrabel, like you said, alpha male, all that. But, alpha males don't always have to be the center of attention. Sometimes they know their role, and that's what an alpha male does too. And that's where Vrabel's going to be awesome because, like you saw right there, he don't care. He's got no ego. He's not like, I'm too good to coach the scout team, right? He's there. That's what he looked like he was doing. He's doing the scout team or the third defense and giving them, hey, this is what we're going to play here against Deshaun Watson and the starters. Or he's, hey, I'll be middle linebacker for the day. I'll be Teddy Bruschi. I remember what he used to do there, right? So that's where he's really cool. Let alone we know he's a great leader of men. Hey, he's from the Ohio area, so he must love being back home a little bit and everything there. But, yeah, I only look at this as a one-year stop before he's a head coach somewhere next year.
Stefanski, two-time Coach of the Year, gets a contract extension, which gives him some security at a time when who knows where things are going with that organization from the standpoint of the quarterback position. Year 3 of the Deshaun Watson contract, fully guaranteed for 2 years beyond this year. They made it to the playoffs last year and had a great season without Watson. Man, if they could keep Watson healthy, and if he plays like he did when he was with the Texans, and that defense does what it – I mean, it's still – remember how we kind of had to get our arms around the Bengals as an elite team? It doesn't seem right that a team that has just been – I know they went to a couple Super Bowls in the 80s, but still, they'd gone through some stuff.
Yeah, been more bad than good. Right.
Right. And the Browns, too, very recently, not good. Not good at all. Among the worst in the league for multiple years. It's hard to get used to that. But they're on the verge of really breaking through and being an elite team. And look at that division with the Bengals, the Browns, the Steelers, and the Ravens. And the Browns could be far better off this year than they were last year. They could be a much better team this year than last year, especially if Watson's healthy and effective, and now that Vrabel's on board healthy.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, you're saying it right, Mike. I mean, the Browns are a Super Bowl team. They're a Super Bowl team. Right? They haven't got Super Bowl play at quarterback yet. That's the problem, right? And that's where I don't know what to think of Deshaun Watson. I don't. It's another year last year where he didn't play very much. And every moment we thought, ooh, it looks like he's about to turn the corner and start playing at a high level, he got hurt and couldn't play. So, yeah, and there's things about his game that, as I look back at last year, again, for my quarterback rankings and things, go, this still ain't the old Deshaun Watson. He's still not there. He's not. And this is the first year I'm going into this going, I don't know. Is he going to regain it? I'm not sure what to think of him right now. I'm not. But if he gets it even close to what we saw with the Houston Texans, to your point, Mike, I mean, they are the real deal Holyfield. It's one of the better O-lines in football, right? Their running back room, okay, Chubb's not 100% healthy, but it's still good. We know the receivers as a group, damn. Njoku at tight end. We know the D-line and the pass rushers legit. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. He's an all-pro caliber middle linebacker for my money. And then they got arguably the best 3 corners on one team in all of football with Newsome, Emerson, and Denzel Ward. So, yeah, they're ready, right? So that quarterback play is good. And the other play part of it that I think, and I'm going to be interested in this, right? Because we've talked about this a lot. You know, one thing I've always said about Cleveland is, like, remember last year I was always going, hey, rein it in with Joe Flacco. It can't always be that. It's going to come back to haunt us. I mean, he's going to throw 4 picks and do that. And there he was in the wild card game, falling down, throwing picks to everybody, right? I mean, so the game management, that is something I know you've heard me complain about Cleveland. And I know they got, you know, the baseball analytics guys doing there. And from what we know, and Andrew Berry told us at the Combine, they're a team that's a little bit more into the analytic world than I think even the rest of the NFL. But what I find interesting is a guy like Vrabel, Mike. Vrabel, as we know, yeah, I mean, everybody's into analytics to agree, but awesome game planner on a week-to-week basis, and then awesome game manager, right? And that's where I wonder if he's going to have an effect every now and then, because there's a few points in, you know, every few weeks where I go, Cleveland, why are you going for it here or doing that? You got this defense and blah, blah, blah. Why are you even opening the door? And maybe I think Vrabel can add some value in that department as well, because I think he's one of the best game managers in the sport.
One point I want to add to this is you mentioned Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
When I went to the Steelers-Browns Monday night game week 2 last year, the sense I got from Watson is frustrated and irritated. And there are many factors as to why he would be frustrated and irritated. He's been through a lot. He's caused a lot for himself and others, allegedly or actually. And he's got to live up to that contract. And that contract, that fully guaranteed 5-year contract, creates a bar that is higher than it would otherwise be. And you better meet it. And if you don't, people are going to judge you accordingly, and I think that started to creep in last year,
so
and it's going to be there this year. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.